close enough to on time. Well, thank you. I'm Judy Sugiyama. I'm a member of the board, and I'm also a member of this lecture series committee, which probably has the most boring name, but we have never been able to figure out a better name for us, so we're still the lecture series. Anyway, first of all, I wanted to thank you all for coming today. This is a fundraiser for UI-Kai, so if you are so inclined. We do have a bucket. And you know, UI-Kai certainly does a lot for the community and seniors. We feed lunch to seniors Monday through Friday. How many people have come to our lunch program to eat? Best deal in town, right? If you're over 60, I think, you could be a member of the senior club. You eat for $3. And what's great is it's low salt, it's nutritious, and I think it's the best deal in town for $3. So. Anyway, I also want to tell you about an upcoming event called the Rock-Hyo. How many people know what Rock-Hyo is? It's the little onion. Okay, so I'll translate things into English because a lot of this stuff, it's like, what's a Rock-Hyo? Anyway, so it's this little onion, and 2 years ago, Hikari Farms over in Watsonville had a crop. So we had volunteers from UI-Kai in 2022 that had to peel these little onions. Their hands smelled like onions, I think, for a week or so. And then they pickled it. And so now it's been 2 years, right? And so now it's ready for sale. Wow. So it's it's amazing. So it's Saturday, December 21st at Nikkei Traditions. And let's see, there's also 3 other tsukemonos. There's the Rock-Hyo, there's Kazuzuke Curry. What is that? Cucumber. Okay. And then Kazuzuke Daikon. Okay, that one's easy. So again, the Rock-Hyo was put together. There were 126 pounds that was prepared 2 years ago. So it's a limited quantity. So if you want to get there, it's Saturday, December 21st from 11 to 3 at Nikkei Traditions. So if you want to get one of those 126 pounds, you better be there early.
Is that the same day where they have a little farmer's market with turnips and other things from Hikari Farms?
Yes.
It's the same day. Okay.
Is that true, Patty?
Yeah, she might bring whatever she has. I think she said, I think she mentioned kabu, and I think she'll have kabu, and I forget what else she might have.
What's kabu?
Turnip.
Okay.
The Japanese turnip.
The little white one.
Oh, imo. She'll have sato imo.
Oh.
That I actually know what it is. That's a potato, right?
Right.
Yeah. If you had a chance to look, right, and put your name down, you see that all the place settings look beautiful. So I just wanted to kind of recap for you a little bit about what it took to prepare this for you today. So first of all, we needed bamboo. Last year we couldn't do this because the bamboo crop just didn't exist. Wow. So luckily this year we were able to source bamboo from West Valley College Foothill College. Thank you. And so we had a bunch of volunteers to go get this bamboo that was like 15 feet long. So they had to load it in a truck, take it to Jane Kawasaki's mother's house, and then it had to get trucked over to my house, where we then had to cut all the bamboo into different lengths. Wow. So there's 3 different lengths. So we ended up cutting 300 pieces of bamboo in order to make this, but every bamboo has 2 cuts. So it was a lot of, luckily my husband has way too much equipment, so we were able to cut it all, and he had to tape it, and there was all of that done. So then we now have this 300 sets of bamboo. So then we take it to Bernice's house, and she had to sort through all this bamboo to come up with the sets that are now on your tabletops. Wow. So all of that happened just to get it here. We had to match it, and then another group of people went over to Alice, and they cut 300 mugu pine branches. Oh. So needless to say, this takes a village of people. And then the cranes, the fans, and all the boxes had to be made, created, folded, glued, everything else. And the floral foam had to get cut. So all because, you know, we just think that this is something that we should do for the community, and that, you know, these types of seminar series allows our traditions to move forward and to kind of generate some excitement and interest again in all these traditions. Like, I had never heard of Kadomatsu until 2 years ago. Had other people heard of Kadomatsu?
I didn't know what it was called, but
Yeah.
I've seen them.
There is another name for it.
Yeah,
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
When I read it,
Yeah.
and I said, no, that's not what we call it at our, you know, I guess it depends on what province you came from.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
I mean, but I made one a good 25 years ago that wherever we have our New Year's Day, I have that arrangement. So this one I got all excited.
Okay, well, great. Well, for all of you anyway, that have never done it before or have never seen it, this is a great opportunity. And providing we can get bamboo, maybe we'll do it again next year. Maybe, I don't know. We have to talk to the lecture series group. But if you would like to help next year to make it really happen, feel free to see me afterwards, and we'll sign you up in blood and make sure. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're doing today. So this is the presentation and demo. Then you're going to go over to the other side where you're actually going to make the Kadomatsu. Then we're going to eat. So we won't eat until everyone's done. So not everyone needs to like hurry up or anything. But we have, I'm going to make this as Japanese as I can, a chizubaru, cheese ball. And then we're having oden, which is oden, but it's fish cake. I actually don't eat oden, but anyway. But it's fish cake, and it's like a Japanese New Year's stew, right? Okay. And then namasu, which is cucumbers. Onigiri, which are rice balls. And tamago sando, egg salad sandwiches. And then we're having furikake Chex Mix, kind of a regular and spicy, almond jello with fruit, and we have hot and cold tea. So just a few things to kind of, you know, keep you going. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. And so I'm now going to turn it over to Margaret.
How many of you are really here for the food? How many of you here were curious about Kathy's cheese ball creation? So 2 years ago we had the bunny, it was a year of the rabbit.
Can everybody hear Margaret?
Yeah. All right, but you're here to learn about Japanese traditions. One takeaway we would appreciate that you do your part to continue our Japanese cultural traditions, either with a friend or a daughter or granddaughter, or grandson, because that's how we maintain our traditional Japanese traditions. Now, you're very familiar with this, the food. Can you talk to someone near on what you ate and why you ate that particular dish? So talk to someone for a moment. Yeah, what are some of the foods that you recall and why did you eat them? Who would like to share? How about you? Yes.
My mom used to make kokumaku
Do you know why?
for friendship.
Okay. Anyone else? Kumbu? Yes. Yes. Okay. Any others?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Umami, with all the root vegetables for being deeply rooted.
Oh. Any others?
Ozoni,
Four.
for good luck. That's the first thing we eat before at lunchtime.
So the reason we eat these, and here are others. Do you guess what each of these stands for? It's also a play on the word yorokombu, for joy or happiness. The shrimp is for longevity. He has a hump back, and it looks like he has a beard. And of course, dried sardine, tatsukuri, which literally means making rice paddy, because fertilizer was used to fertilize the rice paddies. These foods have traditions that come with the same background origin as the decorations we have at New Year's. And you're most familiar with the one in the middle?
Yes.
How many had kagami mochi? Was it plain or did you have something on it? Tangerine. So the tangerine stands
With the
for
leaf,
generation to generation, the new generation, and then the round mochi below it. So you will be learning about all three today and their background. And it is from the Shinto belief system, a prehistoric belief system, that all living things, all inanimate things have a kami. Not in the Western sense as a god, but a spirit. So it's in everything, the kami. And you notice nature, it's in the forces of nature, lightning, rivers, the wind, and trees. They live in mountains, and they are to be venerated. So let's talk about, you're familiar with this kagami mochi? I'll give you a quiz now. The earliest kagami mochi had 3 mochi to represent heaven, man, and earth. How many say true?
Sure.
Sure. How many say false? A non-participatory audience. 3 of you do it, but anyway.
Nobody wants to be embarrassed with the wrong answer.
Yeah. All right, that's an Asian shame thing. All right. But, actually, it's false. Yes.
no!
Yes. There are only 2 to represent maybe newer generation, older generation, yin and the yang, sun and the moon. All right. It is bad luck to have more than one kagami mochi in your house.
Really?
Now, all of you, how many say yes? How many say no? So more of you are participating. Actually, the more the better, because the kami, the spirit, live in these in your house. So you have one in every room. There are 8 million kami around us. So we want to honor them, so just buy a lot of those.
Do you have a vested interest in the mochi day?
Jane's mother has a plastic one in every car. And they even have one in your bathroom for whatever, so. The answer is false.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I'm sure you're going to get. The kagami mochi was always only white, a symbol of purity. How many say yes?
Yes.
Well, this is false. So, actually,
You say that non-judgmentally, so that's really nice.
Sound like we're idiots for thinking.
Yeah.
so actually false, because the aristocracy had a red one, actually pink, and a white one, because it's very auspicious, red and white. Kohaku, is that correct? Yeah, red and white, the flag, red and white. Very auspicious. So they have the pink and the white, and then the peasants, or whatever, the other people, they reversed it because they said, we don't want to think we're imitating aristocracy, so they had the pink on the top and the white on the bottom. Okay, purification absolutely is important in Shintoism. The purification of external dirt of the world. And that's why you do so much cleansing in New Year's, because you're inviting kami into your house and you want it to be immaculate. So you want to clean, because they will come into your house and live there. So think of vacuuming. You are cleaning the external dirt of the world and also meditating and cleaning, thinking pure thoughts. So it's a win-win for you if you vacuum. All right, I know you're going to get this one. It is bad luck to cut the kagami mochi with a knife. How many say true?
No cutting.
Okay, this is true. Why? Because when you cut with a knife, you're cutting a new generation. And it reminds people of seppuku, which is disembowelment. So you don't cut with a knife. You actually eat the mochi after New Year's when it's dry and brittle. And remember, the gods live there. So they have superpowers. If you eat that mochi at the end of the New Year's, you also get these powers of good luck and prosperity. So it's done with a wooden hammer. or your hand, but never with a knife. Okay, you might get this one. The round shape represents the shape of a mirror, one of the sacred three treasures of the sun goddess. How many say yes?
Yes.
Yes, you're right. It's true. It's true. The sun goddess, Amaterasu, is that correct pronunciation?
Yeah.
Thank you. Amaterasu. Is the divine kami. The sun rules everything. You see, it represents the flag, that is the sun. And here are her actual three treasures. So the moment that a prince becomes enthroned emperor, he receives these three sacred treasures, which gives him divine authority to rule Japan. So this is handed down generation to generation of the imperial family. Again, he is a possessor of these three imperial treasures. And it's said that Emperor Hirohito, at the end of World War II, wanted to surrender. One of the reasons is because he didn't want these destroyed by the American bombers. And you think about kamikaze, the divine wind of the suicide missions. Here is a representation of the three treasures in a kagami mochi. The orange is the jewel, the dried persimmon is the sword, and of course the round shape is the mirror. So that's why it's called kagami mochi. There won't be any more quizzes because you did such so poorly on this one. All right, the next decoration is a shimenawa. Well, it's not a decoration, but the background of one of the decorations, the shimekazari, is a shimenawa. It is a rope, a braided rope, in front of a Shinto temple to keep out evil spirits. And beyond that, it's a barrier only pure, sacred. The evil cannot enter, only good kami. So this is the largest one in Japan, 4 tons, 44 feet, and it has to be replaced every 6 years because it's made out of straw. And you will see also, have you seen these zigzag shapes? It looks like lightning, which brings good luck, because when lightning strikes, it brings rain, which is essential for rice growing. Again, it's purification, it's white, it protects what's beyond it. It is a kind of a braided rope, the shimenawa with the white shide. Here is an example of a yokozuna, who is the highest level you can reach in sumo. Only 1 in 1,000 become a yokozuna. It's very difficult. And the translation is horizontal rope. So he is very sacred with this rope around him. And he's never demoted. Once you become a yokozuna, you are there for a lifetime. So he is the most sacred of the sumo. And sumo started as a ritual to honor the gods to have a good rice harvest. So now, the idea of a shimenawa, the braided rope, and the shide becomes shimekazari, which are your second New Year's decoration. And here's a sample of one.
Wow.
And it becomes very decorative. You see how pretty it is? You put it in front of your door as, again, a barrier to evil spirits, and beyond that is sacred. And you'll see many variations of this. So it becomes the second New Year's decoration. Any questions? Okay, and now, here are the 3 decorations: shimekazari, kagami mochi, and now you'll learn about the background of the Kadomatsu. Jane, I'm calling her Jane. Susan.
My name is Susan Hayase, and this is my cohort here, Susan Nakamura. And we're going to tell you a little bit about what you're going to be doing this afternoon. So a Kadomatsu usually comes in pairs in front of homes or temples, or sometimes in front of places of business. Like the other decorations that Margaret talked about, they're to ward off evil spirits. And they are to provide a home for the good spirits. Isn't that right, Margaret? Okay. And the three significant elements are the bamboo. So bamboo is a symbol of strength. It bends, but it doesn't break. It also, the other element is pine, which represents longevity and resilience. Pine trees live many, many, many years, and they live in very harsh circumstances. They also, the green of the pine does not fade, so that represents resilience also. And the third one is the ume blossoms. So ume blossoms are the first blossoms to happen, and it could be even in winter, like with snow on the ground. So they represent hope and perseverance in difficulty. You know, I said we had, usually people have two, but you're going to just make one. The first thing is a container. Florists, what is that called?
Oasis.
Yeah. We have an 8-foot rope. Package of 3 pieces of bamboo. So they are 3 different heights, and when you assemble your Kadomatsu, you're going to try to make the slanted face point in the same direction. Mugi pine, which came from Alice Hikito's Mugi pine. So it's really beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful pine branches. And you're going to use like maybe 3 or 4 or 5, depending on how big they are. And we'll have clippers at the table, so you can clip them. We also have some nandina berries, and it's an auspicious color. And for decorative fans, gold is also an auspicious color. And we have a crane. Wow. And then a very tricky thing that we have is, show them the snake.
Oh.
Nice. So next year is Year of the Snake.
Wow.
Anybody born in Year of the Snake? Yeah.
Oh.
So the snake, let's see. The snake represents intuitive, strategic, and intelligent thinking. Oh yeah, and the ume is the perseverance. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. And the tudu is good luck and success. I guess I'm supposed to say something about the bamboo. So usually, if you've seen Kadomatsu before, usually the bamboo is green. Yeah. So, but I think there are different varieties of bamboo. The ones that are all the same kind, I understand they all kind of die off at the same time. It's like after so many generations, and they all die off at the same time. So apparently the sources of bamboo that we've been using, this year they've all kind of died off, so they're not green anymore. Yeah, so if we had a different source, I guess a different variety, maybe we could get green bamboo. But that's just to explain why they're more dry looking than usual. The tricky thing is wrapping the rope around the bamboo. They're showing you, like, you know, looking down on it like this. So what you do is you take about, 1.5 to 2 inches of the rope, and you point it towards the longer end, and you kind of put it into a crevice between 2 of the bamboo. Right? Yeah, at the black mark at the bottom. Okay, and then you start wrapping it. Okay, and you try to make it as tight as you can, going up. Okay. And then when you get to the end and you've got 2 inches left, you stuff it between 2 of the bamboo, right? So by friction it should hold. So the trick is just holding it tight, and wrapping it. 11 times is what you're supposed to do. So the length of the bamboo length of the rope should accommodate that. And then you see how it's jammed in there, kind of underneath the rope and between 2 of the bamboo.
Right.
Does the 11 represent anything?
I'm not sure.
Bernice, who's Bernice? What does the 11, what does the 11,
11 wrapping.
11 times is good luck, And,
What is it, for the rope, what is the symbolism of the rope?
well, we just heard from a Boy Scout troop in Hawaii that 11 times is good luck. So we're just following what we heard. I don't know the meaning
About
of
the-
11.
No, of the rope.
Oh,
Is
that's
there-
just to hold the bamboo
Oh, but
together.
it's not an
It's-
item
there's
that
no-
that
there's no
stands for anything. Okay.
meaning to the rope, no.
But the 11 is good luck.
11 times is lucky.
We weren't sure if we could do this in front of people. Yeah, oh yeah, take the tape off. So then the next thing is choose some pine. Each table will have a bucket with pine, so
We also have extra pine if you run out of your table. If someone takes 10, you know how. We have a lot of extra.
Ooh, that's nice.
Like that, so that I can use it forever and ever.
the pine should be all the way around the bamboo, right? Yes, all the way around. You can use like 5 or 6. Shorter ones in front, all right.
Thank you. If you make it out of fresh stuff, fresh things, you get more good luck than if it's like silk or plastic.
I think so.
So is there a timetable of when you take it down?
Yes. That's another question.
When do you take it down?
You take it down after the New Year's and burn it.
That's right.
But
To
before a
release
certain
the
time?
spirits,
No, I
yes.
don't know what the date is.
Oh.
That's what's good. What happens if you don't burn it? Save it for next year. All that work.
Not too long.
5 or 6 days. like-
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Not very long.
It's gonna burn.
5 or 6 days after the
seems
New
kind
Year?
of
That's what I think, so you shouldn't keep it for next year,
And the year after.
is what I'm hearing.
No,
We'll
not
see,
supposed to.
we'll see. Don't come to my house.
That way it's forever and ever.
The fans have a good side and a bad side. So, I mean, so there's one side where you can kind of see the inside, the tin, whatever, but so put that in the back. Put that pointing back.
No.
Yeah, I think maybe the front one should be shorter, huh? The front pine should be shorter.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Very nice. Yes, very nice.
Okay, then add the tsudu. And then the last thing is that you'll get, and your place is, looks like just a piece of silver origami paper, but there's, it's going to end up looking like this.
Oh.
And this is Happy 2025. So, it's very tricky, but so it's been all marked. So on the other side, the dark lines you cut with scissors, and then the red dotted line is a valley fold. Who does origami? So a valley fold makes a valley.
Yes.
Right. A mountain fold makes a mountain.
Oh.
Right. So all the folds are valley folds. Okay. So it's not as hard as it looks. And people will be walking around to help you when you get there. But do this last, maybe, because everything else is much easier. So do this last. And then you can drape the snake
And that's because next year is the year of the snake.
Yeah.
That's great.
So in just a minute or so, we're gonna all go back and find a place and start going. But Judy,
Again, we were talking about that it takes a village and all the different people. So the people I didn't mention earlier is the J-Town Community TV in the very back. Calvin Chatfield is my husband who has too much woodworking equipment. Alice Hikito had the pine tree. Just One Cookbook. Actually, you'll see a lot of things on the table for Just One Cookbook, and Mordecai also did some additional donations. So yeah, so took a lot of people behind this to make this look as flawless and easy as it did. And certainly our UI-Kai staff always goes above and beyond. It's like Debbie Saito was here all yesterday with us as we set up. She was here first thing in the morning to let us in. Lolly is always behind the scenes helping out. And Jen Masuda is always here, right? She's our great executive director. So, like I said, it takes a lot of people to do this, but it warms our heart that so many people come here and appreciate what we've done, and hopefully this generates more enthusiasm for other programs. We have the committee itself, so come on in.
Yay!
So we have the committees, we've got Roman, Kathy, LaDonna, me, the two Susan Squared, and Margaret, and Bernice in the back, and Jane Kawasaki unfortunately has COVID, so she's in quarantine with her mother at her house, but otherwise she would have been here as well.
I also want to mention that Bernice is the designer.
Yes.
Who's the cheese ball person?
Oh, that's Kathy. Okay, so are we ready to make Kadomatsu? Yay! Okay, so go back to where you have your name.
Okay, I'll let you do it. Thank you. Let's see. Well, it gets started when you're showing into them. Are you just watching us? Hi!
Good luck. Well, yeah, I think so.
Don't watch. Don't watch. It was hard.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Whoa.
Okay. Say, oisho.
Yoisho, yoisho.
Yoisho.
We can all count to 11, yes.
Oh, goodness, you if you're not careful, you could count 12 of them. Because of
Oh, you
the-
want extra luck. Is that it?
I don't think that it works.
Actually, once you get it in, you put the other stuff, holds it up. Somebody did all this work here.
Oh, special part here.
Then you sit down here.
You have to seat that table. I know. Is that? Berries fall off. I know. They're real berries. I know.
Really quick, I want to try this, so I'm just going to check. Okay, yeah. Kind of rolling it forward. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you.
And then you can help on mine too.
So you can pull in it right forward towards on the red line. So we're gonna go up.
It does work.
Make us like 20 pounds thinner. Thank you. See, it's supposed to look like this. Happy New Year. 2025. Okay. I'm pasting. I'm using the little thing, this, to keep it down.
Very nice.
Because I'm afraid that's the first thing I'm going to lose.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
My glasses off,
Okay, comb your hair.
comb my hair,
and
the loops are
smile.
gone. Julie, there you go.
Thank you. All right. Perfect.
With my thing. We were gonna. Oh, you can just take a whole picture of us.
Well, I'm gonna fill that out with my. No.
Get close together, like your best friends.
We are.
Oh, okay.
We bonded over this.
Okay, smile.
Okay.
Okay.
I think everyone's ready to eat. This is a fundraiser for UI-Kai, and we appreciate all of you participating. There was also an evaluation form, and if you could fill that out and just leave it at the front desk. There's a number 4 that's kind of a little bit of a free-form question, but we've been toying with the idea of having a lecture series, something loosely based about travel. So if you have questions about travel or things that you would like to know about travel, please write that down in comments number 4, and we can then see if there's enough interest to actually have a lecture about travel. We still have a donation bucket, I think, up in front. And where is Bernice? So all of you, this is a big thank you to Bernice that she did all the design work, she did all the prep work, and thanks to her, all of your Kadomatsus are absolutely beautiful. So thank you to the committee and everyone. Thank you. And I wanted to remind you about the Rockyo event, and then Pam actually wanted to talk about another event.
It's from the Japantown Community Congress of San Jose, and it's our Soba Kit fundraiser. So some of you may have participated in that. I didn't bring any flyers, so if you are interested, come by and give me an email. But for, I think, $28, we have a 6-serving soba kit. So it's the noodles, the tsuyu, I think we're doing gobo this year, Hikari Farms, Mizuna, and then something else, I forget. But we have an instruction sheet in the kit that talks about the symbolism. And the pickup for that is December 27th and 28th. And so we're only making 100 kits this year, but it's a fundraiser for JCCSJ. So come by and give me your email and I'll send you a flyer for that.
Move home with you, feel free, because we cut a lot. And so some of them you can see, isn't this beautiful? Bernice actually made this one for West Valley College. No, Foothill. Why do I not know? Because the dean, anyway, we got all of our bamboo so that she created this one specifically for them. So anyway, so you've got lots of inspiration. So again, if you would like any additional bamboo, you can house one of these for your family and friends. A lot of the warmer foods on this side, some colder foods on that side, and bon appetit. Thank you again for coming.
Should we pay extra?
Yes, that is
Appropriate for the
Oh, that's nice.
Very good.
The face is cute.
Okay, so the first one is a tote bag. I always like to start off with everyone is a winner, right? But some of you are going to be lucky. 10 people are going to be lucky, so be happy for them. Okay. All right, so Joanne Yuki. Oh, hey! Come up, that would be great. Buy a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
Buy a lotto ticket. Okay, the next one is a vase, very pretty one. And Lonnie Ishihara. Thank you. Okay, buy a lotto ticket. Two separate ones, so 2 people will win a $60 gift certificate. So the first one is Joanne Mock. The second one will be Michelle Tanaka. Okay, you're lucky, lucky. Okay, the next one, Mark. Mark, are you here? Here you go. You put the items in the tote bag. Absolutely. So I wrote here, it's a limited edition. You didn't get your UI-Kai 50th anniversary. Karen Kimura. Oh, my own kitchen, 3 varieties of Spam, and a tote bag. Here you go. Okay, Barbara Ueda. There's more to life than Spam, you know. Okay, the microwave bowl holders towel, and the winner is Chuck Powers. Bowl and microwave, okay, and a dish towel. Here you go. Oh, I think I got a bag. This is a home disinfection device. Chris Kawahara. And the last one. I have a Julie Takata. You can make your own matcha bowl. All right, so we had 10 lucky people. So all of you, again, are winners. Thank you. And again, we look forward to having you come to future UI-Kai events or join the committee or become an active if you haven't, you know, become a senior member. There are a lot of other things you can participate with.
Feels happy.
New Year. 2025.